belong to you.
Okay.
Actually,
So,
Yes, I
oh,
They went and carried the scenery. I am the scenery. The scenery.
I want everybody to shoot.
We are not trying.
No, I'm not supposed to show.
And then come and say where else.
Don't want to block me because she might need to do.
You actually tweeted this.
Next one.
She's all on it.
Do you want to confirm?
Let's
So who are the first speaker?
I can't believe
Are you first?
ridiculous.
Yeah? Who is second speaker? First speaker? Yes. Second speaker? Third speaker? Are you guys starting order of speakers?
Yeah.
So first, second, third. Okay, so who's taking your rebuttal?
Yes, we are going to.
Who's taking your rebuttal? Maxwell. Who's taking your rebuttal? Okay.
Once we hear, tell me right now, once we hear two knocks on the door and the mail has dropped, then we start.
Two blocks.
I don't give you space.
So is it
I hope there's item 7.
or
I hope there's item 7.
Yeah, don't worry. Okay, I'll go on.
This guy is intimidating me.
Oh, you stand here, that black, nobody can see you.
What's going on?
Hey,
Is it not just
no, no better.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not fair.
Yeah.
they are transferred about that?
It's just a one. I can put it here.
That's what I'm
So you guys, please, you have to speak up because we don't know how the sound of this thing is. Winning team. This side didn't smell, so that means they are saying that they have lost. This side smelled. That means they are saying they have won.
Wow. For the first time, it's nice factor of absorption. One, so it doesn't drop to 0 from 8. I'm happy that it's already beautiful.
Is it turning down?
No, that's what I'm catching.
It's a car.
Once we see more than 7, then we know that.
What is it? Because we've been averaging it.
Oh, it goes into 8.
Yeah.
That was too much. $10. I know. Yes.
Wait. You sure we shouldn't get to 10?
He's dropping it.
Let me know when to start.
Should I go around and sensitize your trading? True.
Once we get to 9, we'll start. Because we'll still record it and post it.
All right, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the AR Pensions Compliance Week debate session. My name is Lola Lukomo. I will be the moderator for today. With me, I have two teams for and against the motion that I will read as we progress. But before we go on, I'd like you to introduce yourselves, starting from my left and going Anti-clockwise or
Actually, clockwise.
Oh, clockwise? I don't know how I want to be.
Okay, good morning, viewers. I'm Charles Wapunda.
Yeah, my name is Ayokunle Fajomo.
Morning, everybody. My name is Punto Hastro.
Hi viewers, my name is Max Shamaduka.
Hi everyone, I'm Christian Ayan.
Fantastic. So now, a few rules before we start. I will request that we all be civil. Yes, please put your points across assertively or however you choose, but do not make it personal and do not make sly comments. Except sly comments are actually based in facts, and then that explains the rule. Also, please speak out and speak up so that everyone can hear your points properly. The rules go as thus. Each member of your team will speak for not more than 3 minutes. A member from the team for the motion goes first, then a member from the team against goes next, and then it's alternated. At the end of the debate, each team will select a member to round off on behalf of the team. The rounding off should not be more than 3 minutes also. So, when your 3 minutes is up, you will hear this sound. I request that as soon as you hear the sound, you stop. So maybe I give you a prompter when you have 1 minute left. The prompter will be like this. I don't want okay, it happens here. So yes, are you ready to begin?
Yeah, we are.
Okay, so the topic is, can ethical businesses thrive better than unethical businesses in our present business environment? So it's saying, do ethical businesses have the ability to perform better or thrive better than unethical businesses in our current business environment? Team 4, when you're ready, please, Team 4, your time starts now.
Okay, once more, good morning, viewers. I'm supporting the motion that ethical business can strive better than ethical business in our present business environment. Now, talk about ethics, talking about the principle of doing something right, the principle of doing the right thing, even going beyond the legal principles to do what is appropriate, what is right. So it's applicable to us as individuals and even businesses. And that's where we talk about business ethics. And moreover, when you're talking about the present condition of Nigeria, we all agree that Nigeria is blessed with human and material resources, but in spite of that, is having some characteristics that has to do with the fact that there's poor corporate governance, there's high level of corruption, and there's poor tax regime, and even the macroeconomic policies of the nation is not balanced or stable. But in spite of that, the question is that can a corporate, can ethical organizations thrive? My answer is yes. And myself and my team will be looking at it from three angles. We'll be looking at it from the customer's perspective, we'll be looking at it from the employee perspective, and we'll also be looking at it from the investor's perspective. And looking at the customer's perspective, you will agree with me that every client wants the best. He wants to satisfy what is best for him, and he always go for what is best for him. So for every client that wants to purchase a product or wants to receive a service from an organization, he will prefer to go for an organization that has history of good moral ethics. You prefer to go for an organization that you can vouch for when it comes to offering quality products and services. No customer will go for an unethical business, we leave an ethical business and go for an ethical business. So based on that, an ethical business have the opportunity of growing and thriving because they attract more customers to their food. And in addition to that, if you compare the statistics available, you agree with me that the moment an ethical practice is attached to an organization, there's a tendency for the customer to lose sight of such organization. The demand for such kind of products and services will be on the low side compared to what is existing. So another thing there is that every customer want to take advantage of the current situation to their own advantage.
All right, thank you. The team against, your time starts now.
Once again, hello everyone. I'm here to go against the motion that says, can ethical businesses thrive better than unethical businesses in our present business environment? Now let's start with the environment. This is Nigeria. I'm glad um, my co-debater who has seen it fit to mention that Nigeria is plagued by corrupt politicians. Now, these businesses, some of them are owned by these politicians or are directly or indirectly affiliated with these politicians. I wake up every morning and I go out to find downfall drivers. This is the list of businesses that we could even find in Nigeria. Downfall drivers who would have to pay through their nose to policemen who offers no service to them. Now, you're telling me that ethical businesses can do better than an unethical business when the stage is already set for an unethical business to do better. I don't see how that can work, because this is Nigeria where to get a contract, you would have to cut corners. So if you don't want to cut corners, you're not getting any contract. And if you're not getting any contract, I don't see how you can even break even, let alone make a profit. So it goes beyond the business environment. It goes beyond what we see as customers. It enters another space entirely, which is the political space. And in Nigeria, I'm afraid to say that everything that has to do with our business environment runs politically first. So if in Nigeria you have to make a profit, I think you have to cut corners. You have to do something or know someone or make sure one person is happy. I don't think that would be the customers. Thank you.
All right. So, second speaker for the motion, your time starts now.
Hello everyone. Good morning, my co-debater, moderator. My name is Jessica and I'm speaking for the motion that says ethical businesses can thrive better in our present business environment. Now I want to speak on the long-term factor, the effect of what is going to cause in our environment if we keep going in these unethical ways. Now, I'm going to cite three examples of what it can do to a business. It's going to make it lose market share, lose credibility and reputation. It's going to also lose money. And a perfect example would be what the CBN did with the brand name called MTN and how it affected the brand name. Right. So I'll also say that ethical businesses can thrive better in our current business environment, right? And I'm going to give an example using MTN again. In September, the CBN directed that they refund the sum of 8 billion naira, whereby it was illegally repatriated in the telecoms company. That singular act made them to lose 23% of their shares. Also, from the investor point of view, investors will not want to be associated with such a company name. You understand? And also, I know that money is a major deciding factor. Everybody wants to make profit, everybody wants to make money. But also, in the long run, in the long term, all the time that you've used to build your brand name is going to just be washed away in one swoop. And in our societies today, I think ethics can flourish with whereby the leaders and our people up there give strict sanctions and they actually implement it. And I'm giving a practical example of what the CBN did with MTN and the banks. I hope I've been able to convince you a little bit. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. The second speaker against the motion, your time starts now.
Hello everyone, permit me to stand on the existing protocol and I remain Maxwell Magical. All right, speaking about unethical businesses, ethical business thriving better than unethical ones. History has played itself over and over again. Let's go global then come locally. We're all aware of what happened with Facebook of recent with the Cambridge Analytical scandal. Yes, results show that Facebook lost over $1 billion as a result of this scandal. But then CBS News gave us an update that they regained all 134 billion lost within a couple of weeks. So I asked myself, what's really going on? Before someone would say, of course, Facebook told the line of being ethical by coming up to say, I'm sorry. I asked, that was not what we signed up for. The agreement with their client was no secrecy. But now our secret was let out for their own selfish interest. The election has gone their way. They've made money. Mind you, Facebook for the set period made $15 billion as their net income. So they've achieved their objective and they come back and say, I'm sorry. And we have a plastic penalty given to them that they should pay to go and you tell me ethical business try better than unethical one. I said no. Again, let's come home. We're very aware, like my leader pointed out, of what happened recently in Nigeria with CBN slamming 4 banks and of course the major telco in Nigeria were sanctioned for illegal repatriation of funds. Let me pick one of these banks. I'm not going to call name because of the sensitivity of the matter, but their profit between 2007 and 2014, now this issue was uncovered in 2017. They made over $17 billion as their net profit. Other banks now, in total, these 4 companies or 5, adding the telcos, repatriated over $41 billion out of this dear nation, Nigeria. So how much did CBN slam them? $5 billion. And before you go, wow, $5 billion, that's just about $14 million. Now these guys have made their profit, they made their money, they've served their intent, and they come back and tell you that they are sorry, and the sanction of a paltry sum with Islam and then and tell you ethical business will try better than ethical. Where are the banks that play by the rules? A lot of them are folded up, a lot of the companies can't break even. But those that don't play by the rules are there making profits and making today. Come on, we're in Nigeria for crying out loud. Don't give me the Kogan story of let's be fair, let's be good, let's be moral. On what standard are those morals set? Who made those rules? Who gave us those guidelines that guide us through all these things? These are industry pioneers who have set up rules that will serve their own selfish interests and call them code of conduct that runs the economy. Please, we should be objective here and leave our biases and know that indeed, political business try better than ethical. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. So the final speaker for the motion, your time starts now.
All right, hello everyone. My name is Ayakunle once again, and I will be supporting the motion which says ethical businesses thrive better than unethical businesses. Okay, so we've heard a lot about unethical businesses, and yes, they're making money, but you know, at the end of the day, we should ask this question. You know, this ethics, at the end of the day, the ethics, yeah. So, what really is the ethics, and how does it now be the long term? Do you understand? I get the fact that people say yes, it makes money, but at the end of the day, this day and age, everyone's about making money. But the question is, how long? How long? That's always the question. Will it stand the test of time? Do you understand? Now, if you say, okay, you're making money now and you get sanctioned later, you found that, okay, over time, companies that go against this, at the end of the day, you find them out. And when you find them out, they get fined or trashed down, you know. But, you know, I'm just going to talk about it from the employee perspective, you know. As an employee, there are always rules, regulations for every worker, you know. And I feel every worker is also an ambassador for a particular organization. So whatever we do tends to also affect the organization. But you know, like I always say, everything goes long term. Short term, let's say like the police, some other organizations, you know, that say, okay, let's take bribes, and you feel that okay, I want to cut corners now. But you always look at it what are the implications long term? I think that's where we need to actually look out for. Okay, I understand, yes, in Nigeria, things, because of the way corruption has come and gone, and the way we look at this, so everybody feels that that's like next thing that we should do. But long term, I would actually say that as an employee of an organization, you are actually an ambassador of the organization, whether we like it or not. And if we go for, let's look at the different organizations, and it's a good track record. Employees under it are also, like I said, good ambassadors. And when people see them outside, even investors, one way or the other, you actually say, okay, so this person is tied to this organization. Okay, let us even see what they're actually about before, let's say if it's a top intent and we want to like invest in it. So basically for me, I'll just say that for an employees in ethical organization actually serve better than that unethical organization. Long term. Yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you. So the final speaker against the motion, your time starts now.
Okay, once again, good morning, everyone. I'm here to speak against the motion that ethical business tries better than unethical business in our business environment. Okay, I'll just speak to some salient points that the other my other debaters have spoken to. I hear you say that ethics talks about what is right. I'll pose a question: who determines what is right? Now to come to Nigeria, we all know that our legislators are the ones that actually make laws that actually govern society, and it's of public knowledge that the majority of our senators are actually corrupt. So you tell me, these people that we judge to be corrupt are those that make the rules that govern our lives, that govern how we get to operate in the business environment, and you get to tell me that such an ethical business will thrive in such environment. Okay, I hear you say that doing the right thing. How do you know what you're doing is actually the right thing? What is the standard of actually measuring what is right and what is wrong? These are points that I would like you to actually take note. I would just also like to state that I also hear you say that credibility and reputation is one standard that governs an ethical business. Now we all know, or some of us are quite familiar with the Toyota incident that happened in 2009. Toyota is one of the choice brand cars in the world these days. It's one of the top-notch cars that, if I pose a question to each and every one of us here, what type of car would you like to buy? If actually it's your first car, Toyota, maybe because it's fuel efficient, it's an economical and stuff like that. But they were posed with a case, a safety case in 2009. They were actually producing cars that they compromised on the brake pads and the brake pedals. And those cars were bought. It took 2 years for Toyota to be called out. Now, between the space of that 2 years that they were called out for this wrongdoing, can we count the number of lives that actually lost their lives can we count the number of people that lost their lives by driving these so-called cars? So I'll put it again to you. I can't seem to understand how an ethical business would try better in an unethical society, because Toyota to today still is maintaining their credibility and their reputation in spite of the compromise of standards. Thank you.
All right. So now we heard the closing remarks from both teams. For the motion, closing remark, your time starts now.
Okay, once Milo Diaz, I'm still supporting the motion that ethical businesses strive better than unethical business. And I want us to understand the fact that anywhere you go, okay, just like the birds are, among the birds, the peacock stand out. And that is how I want us to see ethical businesses. Even though we are in a country or an environment that there's corruption everywhere, the environment is not friendly enough to support corruption. I want us to bear in mind that there is no organization that will put on its core values on ethical activities. And that speaks with the fact that every organization or even every individual have ethical aspiration in mind. And based on that, we need to stick to the fact that ethics is key to the success of every businesses, because the moment the organization is exposed to unethical activities, the tendency for it to continue on the long run will be on the slim side. Let's take, for example, what happened to Oceanic Bank. Oceanic Bank at the point were involved in unethical activities, and as a result of that, they lose their market share over the long run. They had to, Access Bank had to purchase them so that they can continue business. So I just want to encourage us that the fact that things are not going well, the fact that things are not going well at the moment doesn't mean that we should follow suit. There are a lot of reputable organizations in this country that have good ethics, which we can vouch for in this country. One of them is ARM, one of them is Nestle, and this organization have existed over the years without any blemish on their clothes. With these few points of mine, I just want to I want to encourage us and to support the motion that ethical business thrive in our current business environments. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So, closing remarks from the team against the motion. Your time starts now.
Hello once again, I remain Maxwell Maduka. So quick, my opponents threw questions at us. They asked us for how long should these ethical businesses try. They asked us that because it's being done that we should stick to the good thing, we should stand out as people among the best. So my question is, are we really here on moral lessons? Is someone trying to educate me on morality? Because the question is the thriving, the survival of businesses in the present environment. Please, let's deal with a lot of cases that we have around us here. My co-debaters, my colleague mentioned companies like Toyota, Facebook, and of course MTN that had scandals. Yeah, this company made money. Mind you, the primary objective to set up any organization is to make profits. That is the essence. And we're taught in economics that humans are homo economicus. That means they pursue wealth for selfish reasons first. So once this objective is being met by a company, you can go ahead with your ethics, but then the balance sheet needs to reflect whatever you're talking about. So we see the present, like my colleague pointed out that the government, the Nigerian economic space is run virtually by the politicians. They are the policy makers. They have affiliations to these businesses directly or indirectly. Now, how could people who have interests bring out rules and regulations that will be ethical, that will be unbiased? Trust me, even if you are in that very position, you will do things that will favor you as well. Let's leave all this noise about politics. Let's look at investment, for instance. Investors, there's what they call the dark pool in investment. Now, what happens is investors, active managers, play on the ignorance of investors and cash in as much as they could within the investing period. Now, this itself is unethical. Mind you, the companies that do this, those active managers are members of institutions that say they are very, very ethical. What is there? These are just companies waiting to be caught. So very soon, they will be found out whichever way they'll be slacking on the regulations. But for the meantime, everybody wants to make profit and everybody wants to survive. So please, with these points, I believe we've been able to affirm that indeed unethical businesses thrive better than ethical businesses in the present realities. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much to both teams. You've heard both their sides of the debate. If you feel that ethical businesses can thrive better than unethical businesses in our current business environment, be sure to vote for the team for the motion. If you think otherwise, be sure to vote for the team against the motion. Please, guys, it is important to vote, not only today, but in coming 2019 elections as well. All right, so this has been the ARNP debate session. Thank you for your time. Bye.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, actually, let's do that with my, I'll take the picture. Okay. Moderator. Ready? Well done, guys. You all did great.
Thank you. Oh,
How did I edit the timing? Do you know that my